Good evening. Hello. Hope you all having a good evening, and thank you for joining us. We are going to show you the last of the stuff that came in from our manufacturer for the Drop Too Deep, Dungeon Drop Too Deep, and Tavern Tales Kickstarter. We did one previous unboxing where we had the big box. Actually, it's sitting right here, and all the cards and a whole bunch of stuffed tiles and everything. We did a big unboxing for that a few weeks ago, but there were a couple things that they had left out at that time that they said would come in a subsequent package, and that is the package we're going to go into tonight. So what I expect to see? I expect to see cubes, lots and lots of cubes. We should have our huge monsters for Drop Too Deep. We should have spells from Wizards and Spells. We should have armor cubes. And then other components that aren't even cubes, but wooden components and other plastic components. So like the scoring tokens for Tavern Tales, the metal flame demon cube from the promo pack, all these things, and probably some fixes from previous stuff that we had to have them tweak. These are all the things that we should see in the package tonight. So I'm going to just start. I think this will be a quicker one. Well, I mentioned the previous unboxing, so just to quickly show you again, because it's just so cool. This is the box cover for the big box. That's the big box cover, and on the inside of that cover is that awesome flame demon illustration that we did there. So just so cool to see this in person. And the rest of the big box, if there's any questions about it later on, I can open stuff up there and show you stuff there again. But this is the package that came in the mail today from China, and I have not looked at it yet myself. So we're going to go through it together. I'm going to try to not have stuff spill everywhere because of the way it was packaged. Mostly good. There's more in here than I expected. I did not necessarily expect a whole new... Oh, we had them tweak some aspects of this box, the Drop Too Deep box, so I think that's why they sent me another one of that. Alright, that's empty. So, what we have here is our dungeon map. It's no different. There should be nothing different at all. It's simply the sample that we need to see and approve before they print 10,000 more of these. It looks good to me. Alright, that's the map. That's the easy part. Alright, now what? Well, I guess let's look at this first, because this was in the previous unboxing, the Drop Too Deep box, but there were some errors. There were some problems. Hey Scott, good evening. Thanks for joining. Alright, so this is the Drop Too Deep box. So what was the problem last time? So the issue we had, if I look at each of the sides, everything here looks perfect. I think the issues that we had were on the inside. Yes. So there's the inside. It's harder to see in the lighting, sorry, but there's the back of the monster cards there, and then there's artwork on each of the sides on the inside. Yep, so there's like the lava kraken, there's the colossal contraption, and what was happening was each of them were getting cut off by the lip of the paper. So now we repositioned everything, it looks perfect. And same thing on the bottom, we have all the different artwork from the different classes, and they were also getting cut off by the paper at the top a little bit, but everything there looks perfect. So that's it. Updated box. Oh yeah, and I think on the sides here, her hair was getting cut off up here, so we had to lower her a little bit. Just kind of repositioning things. Everything looks great. Love it. That's the box for Drop Too Deep. Then the rest of what came out spilled all over the place. So there's a lot of stuff. First off, we have the new retail box. Many of you have seen these out in the wild now. We have like 4 or 5 different languages going on. At this point, we got got French, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, Chinese. I think there's one more. And so these are the boxes that are in use with all those localized versions, and then they're also the next printing. So as we print more copies of the game, they'll have that new style. But that is that. All right, I'm just gonna open from top down in no particular order. So first off, they've given me all of the original game components because we're reprinting the base game as well. I won't take time from you all showing you the unboxing of the base game because you all have the base game. So there's treasure chests. Looks like here's all of the monsters and meeples, treasure chests, key cubes, trolls, the dragon. So this is just all the original stuff from the original game. Now we got some new stuff. And there's an issue. All right, so this is funny. All right, so what do we got? This is, I don't know if Darren's watching, but I'm going to have to show him later. So this is the scoring token. If I get it right there, maybe you can see it better. That's the scoring token for Tavern Tales. It's a wooden token that you put on the scoring card and keep track of your prestige. And it's cool because it has that handle that's cut out right out of the wood. So that's really precise, which is nice. The weird thing, though, is this is squashed this way. All 5 of them. There's the 5 different colors, and they're really, really narrow. That is not the way the file looked. Well, it's upside down. But something's going on with that. We'll get those fixed. So green, yellow. But in any case, you know, they're nice, they're thick, they're chunky. They're going to be awesome. We just have to fix the file for those. All right, that's that. Box looks awesome. Josh McCartney, good evening. All right, got people here. Then, this looks like the base game cards. Again, I'm not going to take your time. I'll go through these separately to make sure everything is in good order. This is funny, though, folks. I mean, you know, maybe a lot of you don't realize how important this kind of sampling and proof period is. Like, I have no idea how this happened. I have used this graphical file a million times in advertisements and online and on Facebook and stuff. We've rendered it in 3D. Like, it's the same file for these mugs, but somehow their version of it is squashed. I can't make any heads or tails out of how that happened. It doesn't look like a mug. It's weird. So we will obviously fix that. All right, we got some new skeleton skulls. Again, no different from the version that many of you have seen and may have yourself. Tokens. Those are the same as always. I hope that all the new stuff is in here. Yes, there it is. Okay, good. Started getting nervous that this is all just original stuff. All right. And there's the spell cubes and token. Okay, so this is the stuff we're really waiting on here. I don't see the metal flame demon, so I guess that one didn't come. All right, what's in here? First we have, let's see. So in Wizards and Spells, the expansion comes with a purple meeple. It looks just like all the other meeples, except it's purple, and that's the 5th player token. And then Drop Too Deep and Wizards and Spells come with these heart tokens. These are wood. They're pretty thick, which is nice. These are for damage on your race cards. Interestingly, these almost seem like they have the opposite problem. These seem like they're really wide. It may not be a problem, but I think it's squashed this way. This token should be more of a, square-shaped part. Filling up a full square area. So, I don't know. I got a bunch of them here. They're all the same. They will be really cool once they're the correct size and everything. So we will check into that. And then we have 9 spell cubes. So these are all the same size as what? These are the large size. So they're the same size as the trolls and the pillars, or the forbidden pillars, which are here. I showed you these the last time. These are the forbidden pillars. They're awesome. And the molten shields, they came in the last time. Orange with glitter inside. So cool. So the same size as those now are the new spell cubes. And so we'll make it so the image is up right there. So that's the spell cube for command. And the icon is on every single face. Alright, that's command. Here is the infernal gate, or doom gate. It's going to be hard to get them right side up for you all. So my one comment here is that the icons don't go all the way out to the edges like I think I expected they would. They're a little small on the inside. Here is snare. That's beautiful. I love that one. I'm sorry, this is snare. That one was siphon, I think. Snare. And then we have, this is Doomgate. Nice. All right, well, these are beautiful. There's shock, the lightning bolts. Upside down, as always. Spell cubes. All right, and then we have charm and warp. There's charm. So they're black, and they have this striking purple color with a glow, like a pink glow. That's awesome. And then this is petrify. All right, so my comment there is the icons can be bigger. So I will see what we can do about that. It's not necessary. They're perfectly readable on the table, maybe a little harder on the camera. I'm looking at them from a little far away. They're fine, but they could be a little bigger. Otherwise, they look awesome. Love it. What's next? Let's see what questions we got. Just got a Kickstarter where expansion tiles weren't the same dimensions as the original. Ooh, reviews appreciated. Yeah. Yeah, if you release an expansion and the cards don't match and they can't be shuffled together, or tiles are different size, that could be bad. All right, in this bag, I'm going to dump everything out here. There's a lot of stuff. First off, we have the hearts again, because Drop Too Deep comes with 20 of those gray hearts. The color's perfect. The thickness of the wooden token is perfect. It's just, it seems squashed. I think something happened with the vector files. I don't know what. Okie dokie. Deluxe Meeples. There's our Darkmander. There's our Lurkman. Awesome. These are nice, thick, chunky wood. They match if you have the deluxe edition. There's the Infernal. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. There's the Lavaling. And Shapeshifter. They're just so vibrant. I love these meeples so much. And the Molman. So Darren and I have talked a lot about these meeples. Oh, Lewis Johnson, inches to millimeters. I don't remember what was I commenting that the cubes were 10 millimeters? I don't know what that is in inches. I just know millimeters because that's how they talk. Darren and I talked a lot about these deluxe meeples, and wondering if we could do something more, almost like a meta game. Tell us if that interests you all, that concept. Doing something where we take maybe these deluxe meeples from multiple games and you can use them together in some other game or something. They're just so cool. So always looking for other things to do. All right, then we have 2 armor cubes. These are 8 millimeters, so these are the smallest cubes, but look at that. The artwork there does go out almost to the ends, so that's great. These light gray armor cubes, they're printed on all sides, and you get 2 of them. Perfect. Those are great. Files lost in translation. Yeah, something happened. Cool to see the meeples. Would love to use the meeples in another game. Awesome. Take a sip here. All right, and that leaves us with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 huge monsters, which is kind of what started this whole thing. That was the expansion. Now I'm noticing that there's not an 11th. I think the one that's missing is the giant gelatinous cube, because that was not printed. They gave me all the printed ones. So I need to get from them a giant gelatinous cube. I need to get the Flame Demon metal cube. I still don't have that. What they gave me last time was the metal dragon flagon, which is awesome. Oh my god, this thing is so cool. But it's in a promo pack with the Flame Demon cube. So they haven't given me that yet. But it should be equally awesome. Anyway, let's look at these in no particular order. So each one of these is the huge size, same as the dragon, and they all should have an icon or a image that is on two opposite sides, just like Just like the deluxe dragon. If you have the deluxe edition with the heat printing, it's on two opposite sides, so that anywhere it falls on the table, you should be able to see artwork, no matter how it falls. And they should all go right to the ends. This one absolutely does. This is the Chaos Cube. Alright, so that's beautiful. Next up, again, I'm just picking them up randomly in no particular order. This is the Goblin King. Arrgh. Green Goblin King Cube. Looks great. Next we have the Colossal Contraption. Big steampunk style robotic kind of thing that's piloted by goblins and trolls. Here is the Lava Kraken, King of the Depths. We spent a lot of time making sure that, and this is not easy to do, so we have artwork, and the artwork originally is in RGB, and then we convert it to CMYK. Then we have a Pantone color for the paint on the rest of the cube. And we have to get the Pantone color for the paint to match exactly the appropriate part of the artwork that's in CMYK. And there's no like one-to-one match. You have to do a lot of, eyeballing and math to get it exactly right. But so far, we've nailed every one of these. All right, Cube Thulu. This was one of the big unlocks, community-driven contest results. Was Cube Thulu. He's coming for you. Next is the Cyclops, which was the first huge monster that we came up with. The original Cyclops was we had to redo the artwork completely. He only had one horn in the middle, I think, and he was just it was the original piece of artwork, so it was just the oldest. And then as we were working on everything, we said, you know what, it needs to be redone, and the new one's much cuter. All right, Flame Demon. He is truly the mascot of this expansion. Hence, he's on the bottom of the big box, and he's on the cover of the main box itself. So, there he is. Check out all his majesty. All right. Flame Demon. We've got 3 left. Next up is Draglin. So, this is literally identical. If you already have the deluxe edition, nothing different. You'll get simply an extra Draglin cube. But now everyone who, even if they had the retail version of the game that did not have the printed version, they'll have a full set of the huge monsters all printed. Yes, gorgeous stuff. Oh, the Arc Lich. Oh, I love this one. I love them all, but there's certain ones that just become favorites. The Arc Lich is so cool. Looks great. Exact right coloring. And lastly, the Evil Eye. We changed his color. What color was he originally? I want to say he was purple originally, or red. He was red, and we said change him because it's too close to Draglin, and so we made him blue. And that was, I think that's everything they included. Nothing else is in there. That's what they included. Like I said, tonight was going to be a shorter one. Don't want to belabor it. Happy to answer any questions while we're here. Not quite square with the printing. Chaos Cube. Chaos Cube. Chaos Cube. Chaos Cube. Well, that was the original one I showed. It's not that far off. That side looks pretty dead center to me. That one might be, slightly off. But they warned us 2 years ago when we started the first dungeon drop, and we said we want a heat print on tiny cubes as small as 8 millimeter, which is what the armor cubes are and some of the small goblins in the original. And they laughed at us and said, you can't do that. And I said, I beg to differ. And we worked back and forth, and they said, well, we can't guarantee that everything's going to be dead center. The registration at mass scale, when they're doing hundreds of thousands of these things, they can't guarantee that everything is going to be exactly centered. And we said, actually, to us, that's fine. That almost drives more of the character of the game. It's a quirky game. Things are dropping all around in the dungeon. So the idea that the goblin face is slightly off or askew or something was not a problem for us. So some of that slight misalignment is simply part of the process when you heat print on really tiny pieces like this, and that's okay. All right, photos on Facebook would be nice. Sure, yeah, I'd be happy to post some photos up there. So we got a little bit of work to do, and still a couple things that I haven't seen. Oh, you know what? Let me just make sure they didn't put them in these other packs here. No, that's all base game stuff. All the original meeples, keys, chests. Yeah, so a little bit of work to do, but that's why we do what we do. And we love you for doing what you do, being with us, supporting us. Very much appreciated. I'm gonna call it for tonight. Thanks so much for watching, and we will be talking soon. I'm going to give you a quick preview of Drop Drive as I say goodbye. We are deep into the final stages of Drop Drive development. It's going awesome. Can't wait to get that out to you guys on Kickstarter later this year. So with that, have a great evening. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. That wasn't Drop Drive. This is Drop Drive.